Welcome back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Oilers Rundown. Nice, relaxing, sunny, snowy Sunday here in Edmonton, and all of Oil Country can be a little bit happier with that 4-0 victory over the Seattle Kraken yesterday afternoon. I didn't mention in my Fanatic Rundown last night, Heavy Hockey's Eric Friesen pointing out Stuart Skinner recorded his 9th career NHL shutout, passing Bill Ranford and Devin Dubnyk for the 4th most in franchise history. So, Stewie entering more Oilers lore there, and we've been talking about rumors surrounding Stuart Skinner here for the last few days, possibly heading to the Pittsburgh Penguins, but a report from Sportsnet's Elliot Friedman last night kind of put a damper on any potential deals going forward here. This is what Elliot Friedman had to say, as recorded here by Oilers Access. Elliot Friedman on Saturday Headlines says the Oilers will not make a lateral move for a goalie. They would rather make no move than what they think is a bad move / panic move or a move just to do it. They also added that Stuart Skinner has not asked for a trade. There was some reports that Stu had asked for a trade, so obviously Elliot Friedman, very well connected, shutting that one down. And the trade that was proposed by Michael over at Heavy Hockey that we've been kind of focusing on here the last few days, I'll throw up the post here so you guys can check it out once again. It involved basically Stuart Skinner, Tristan Jarry swapping places, and Tristan Jarry has also struggled since returning from injury for the Pittsburgh Penguins here. And with a Skinner and Jarry move, Jarry has been the better goaltender this year, but he has gone down to the AHL in previous seasons, really struggled, was put on waivers. So you're probably calling that move a lateral move for the Edmonton Oilers. They're not really upgrading. So if we're going by Elliot Friedman's report that they're not making a lateral move, that should put the kibosh on this potential deal. Perhaps it was something that was getting close to the finish line. I don't know. Or maybe it will, in fact, get over the finish line. Like I said, so much is up in the air regarding this team right now, but if it had been another loss to the Seattle Kraken last night, I think the potential for a deal would be far greater, but the team really came together yesterday. A big 4-0 victory, a shutout for Stuart Skinner. Not to say by any stretch of the imagination that all of the Edmonton Oilers' problems are fixed because of one 4-0 win over the Seattle Kraken, but it's a big step in the right direction here, and it might hold off any potential deals, at least for the time being. So there's nothing pointing to anything being imminent here for the Edmonton Oilers. Like I said, a big win is going to go a long way in stopping any potential talk, but I'll continue to monitor the situation, let you guys know if we get any further updates. But right now, following that 4-0 win, and with this report coming in from Elliot Friedman yesterday, if we didn't have this report from Elliot Friedman, I might be thinking differently, but Elliot is very well connected, and if he's saying no lateral moves, no panic moves coming here for the Edmonton Oilers, then we're probably not going to see a goalie trade here before Tuesday. Beyond that, if it's a bad game against the Minnesota Wild, if the Oilers revert immediately back to their old ways here, probably everything ramps right back up. But for now, coming off a 4-0 victory, I think everyone is probably pretty safe in Edmonton, and the potential for a further goaltender move within the organization had a damper put on it yesterday as well. Bakersfield Condors reporter Ryan Holt and Mike Griffith putting out these reports. Ryan Holt stating, Connor Ingram fell backwards awkwardly on the first goal of the period, and it's believed that's the reason why he was pulled last night. Mike Griffith adding, Ingram apparently hit his head when he fell early in the first period, leading to Henderson's first goal. He is currently being checked out. So don't know what's going to happen there with Connor Ingram, if he's going to be out for an extended period of time or if this is just something that puts him out for a couple days, but definitely a situation to monitor with Connor Ingram. There was some reports that the Oilers were set to replace Calvin Pickard with Connor Ingram. Apparently the dressing room blocked that from happening, and with Connor Ingram now being injured, it becomes even further away as a possibility to happen. So like I said, I'll monitor that situation as well for you guys, but for right now, I would not expect any goaltender moves for the Edmonton Oilers, and you know what? We can be happy about that because this team just won 4-0 yesterday. We got Zach Hyman back with a big goal, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins back into the lineup. This whole situation is starting to seemingly come together here for the Edmonton Oilers. Before that 8-3 loss to the Dallas Stars, they played two really strong games against the Tampa Bay Lightning and Florida Panthers. So the Dallas Stars 8-3 loss may have just been a temporary setback, and this team is really going to start to roll. Or, like I said, if they immediately revert back to their old ways here where they've been struggling to start the year, then changes may become more imminent. But for right now, the rumored trade that was out there for Stuart Skinner, Tristan Jarry swapping places, I don't think is as imminent as it once seemed, or maybe it possibly never was. So that's the latest here in Oil Country, guys. A 4-0 victory yesterday. The team's going in the right direction. Seemingly, it looks like. So let's just enjoy that. But I will continue to monitor the situation for you guys regarding Connor Ingram and any potential future goaltender or roster moves in general here for the Edmonton Oilers. But yeah, it's been a frustrating start to the year. So with things seemingly going in the right direction here, 3 out of their last 4 games very strong for this team. I think we can be happy here, but the Minnesota Wild, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, are a team that always gives the Oilers trouble, so we'll see how they do on Tuesday, but for right now, things look like they are going in a positive direction for the team. That's all the latest here in Oil Country, guys. Let me know your thoughts on all the latest updates in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.